What's up, guys?
Hey.
I'll start off and then G can join when he gets here.
Questions for head coach Mike Gabinet?
Well, before anything, could we get your comment on the Team USA performance there?
Yeah.
And with the fact that, you know, Jake was on a team, does that say anything about the program here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's pretty special that you've had an Olympian come through the program there and do so well. And what an exciting hockey game there. And obviously former coach David Quinn, who recruited me to Omaha. So sent him a text as well. So that was pretty exciting to just see those two guys get to celebrate a gold medal there. And we were obviously out in Arizona there, but I think the whole team was up at 6 o'clock to take in the game there. So really good, probably one of the fastest first periods of hockey I've ever seen. And obviously great win for Team USA. And congratulations to Jake and David Quinn.
Does it surprise you what Jake has gone on to accomplish professionally, Mike?
Yeah, just the times I've been on the ice with him and just watching him play, I think that's a rare talent to have somebody with that ability. I mean, he's, one of the 12 best forwards in the whole country. So I think that's pretty special what he's done there. And yeah, again, even Lindsay, our academic advisor that kind of handles all our academics for our department. I won't butcher her last name, but it's she was just commenting on too how he, even though he left after his junior year, he finished his degree and just the type of kid he was and always nervous to making sure everything was done on time and just how he conducted himself. So pretty special hockey player and obviously made a good impact as a human being with his character as well.
So they got up 6 in the morning to...
Yeah, I think so. I think it was pretty exciting to watch, and I know I was up and kind of definitely something that a lot of people wanted to see for sure.
Moving on to this weekend, Mike, huge series with Miami. Just talking about the last couple games here at Baxter this season and the importance of this series.
Yeah, well, we needed 2 points there in ASU. We got 3. Obviously, we wanted 6, and but again, you can see we've been doing the things we need to do to keep ourselves in the mix here. And now 2 obviously super critical games here coming down the stretch here. So again, talking to the guys, I think we're trying to use it as excitement. Excitement is an opportunity to play some meaningful hockey here down the stretch and be ready to go. So really looking forward to that opportunity here to compete this weekend against a good Miami team.
You've talked a lot about players taking ownership of the team's environment. How have you seen that leadership show up this season, especially at this point in the season?
Yeah, I think it's constantly growing. I think you're seeing guys, and I think one of the nice things as a coach is when you don't have to always say, state the obvious or state what needs to be worked on. You're starting to hear the players talk about it. This is how we need to play to be successful. Hey, we got to be doing these habits, these details to our game in order for us to be playing our best hockey. And so I think when you hear the players talking about it, you're seeing them improve at it. That's when you know you're trending in the right direction and you're seeing that growth.
Mike, the last home games for the seniors, just talk about the seniors, including Griffin and Simon and the rest.
Well, I think it was nice. We had senior weekend the weekend before, and we've seen quite a few teams do that around the country there in the past few years. And I think it was nice to do that because it's such a great, we have an event after the game and you get a chance to see all the families and the parents that you've got to know so well over the years and really get a chance to celebrate them. And then now, you get to go and focus on playing 2 really important hockey games here and kind of being just present in that moment. You don't have any outside emotions or distractions that, is extra stuff that obviously they will still be going through. But so again, I thought it was a real special senior weekend there to get a chance to see everybody there. And then now, like you said, hopefully these guys just get to enjoy it and be excited about it and let's get after it. Let's play some good hockey. Let's compete out there. Let's do everything we can, to give ourselves a chance of success here. So that's my message to them. Stay present here and stay in the moment and enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to watching these guys play this weekend.
What would it mean just to send the seniors out on a high note with a series win?
Yeah.
Season?
Yeah, let's do it, man. I think that'd be great. I think that's what we've been building towards. That's why we put in all the work and keep showing up and keep harping on the guys, keep on holding guys accountable, keep on having high standards and how we do things here. And it's all for that. It's all to let these guys have a chance to, play their best hockey when it matters the most. And they're all capable of doing it because of the work they put in.
What did you like coming out of that Arizona State series, and what are you emphasizing this week, looking forward to Miami? Yeah,
I didn't love our first maybe 7 minutes of the game on Friday, but after that I thought we played some really good hockey on Friday night. And then actually, that first period on Saturday was actually, looking back, it was surprising. I was pretty upset after the game, and I think that's why it's always good to watch back and see what the facts are telling you and what reality's telling you. I think oftentimes, whether you're a fan or media or whatever, you can really get swayed by the outcome, right? And I think it's really important as a coach to go back and look at the actual game and see what you did well. And so I think it wasn't as bad as I thought it was looking back, but definitely some things that we needed to do to be successful that we're not quite doing consistently enough that we did on Friday night. So that's the message. You really got to, get these guys to understand and keep learning on. Sometimes you just got to keep on playing, I hate the word simple, but you got to do some things that, are just going to give you that chance at success. And if you start playing with fire and you start, giving pucks to teams that are really skilled, it can go the opposite way there. So not as bad as I thought it was right after the game, but definitely some things that we have to get better at in order to win 2 hockey games, which is obviously the goal here moving forward.
What can you say just about Marcus Flint's performance on Friday night and just his growth throughout the season? Yeah,
again, I think he's just like any young player, right? You're seeing that some really good things, and you're seeing those areas where he's got to keep being more consistent at, right? And those are just the facts. That's what I tell him to his face. And but you're seeing that growth, man. You're seeing that growth, and I think he's bringing some really good speed to that line. You can see he's got the ability to finish finish on the net and score big goals for us there too. So he just keeps getting better. And again, just another guy that I just feel like's getting better. He's just been getting better all season long, and he continues to work on that consistency and bringing that effort and that energy every night. And obviously, he's a big part of our team here.
I know you take them one at a time this weekend,
yeah.
Mike, but if you could get the sweep, you're going to be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's still in your hands.
Yeah, what an opportunity, right? What an opportunity for us there, right? It's in our hands to do that. It's an opportunity to work on some of the things we've talked about working on all season. I just talked about that consistency and bringing it there. And we get that opportunity this weekend here.
You obviously faced a high-scoring forward in Cruz Lucius last weekend. This weekend you've got David Deputy come in.
Yeah.
What does it take defensively as a unit to shut down not just one player, but
Sure.
an entire offense like that?
Yeah, you're seeing that a little bit in our league, right? Like teams have a top line, right? Or maybe a top 2 lines, and you have to be conscious of that. And I think one of the biggest compliments you can get as a team or a player is playing smart, right? And I think that goes to a lot of things go into that. And one is knowing your opponent and respecting them, obviously, but also doing the things necessary to make it a really tough night for them against you, and taking pride in that too. So I think that's something we've talked about as a group. You have to be conscious of who you're out again and what that play is calling for you to do that best helps the team. And so that's something that obviously we got to be conscious of this weekend when you're facing firepower.
What do you take just from the first series against Miami earlier this year? What do you kind of take to this weekend?
Yeah, again, just, hey, looking back, what do we need to be better at and how do we keep improving, and then boom, move forward and get after it.
Mike, what can you say about Griffin, someone who stayed with the program all the way? Yeah,
you know what, it was good. Emma asked me today who and usually Emma picks the press conference or, get requests for people, but it was nice. I said, hey, let's get G up here. Obviously, I think that's kind of fun to, kind of a guy that's been our captain all season long with Simon here and just done a tremendous job staying positive and keeping working and showing up and being consistent in his daily approach here, and which is great. So I think it's just kind of nice to recognize him for a little bit here. And I know he's talked a lot. He's probably just looking forward to playing this weekend here. But again, nice to have him up here with me. And again, I think in today's environment, it's a partnership, right? You really gotta work with your team. You got to be together. You win together, you lose together. It's not me when we win and them when they lose. It's us all the time. And I think that's the sign of when adversity hits, I think that's when you get your biggest indicator of mental toughness, character, all those things. And And like you said, you got to go back, look at the facts, and then you got to show up and get better, right? And you're doing that, people that care and that you care about, good things happen. And I think when it matters most, good things will happen. Awesome. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Chief. I'll let you go.
Yeah,
okay.
thanks.
Yep.
Questions for Griffin?
Excuse me. Thanks, guys.
Griffin, just kind of your thoughts on this last weekend here at home as one of the seniors.
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough to explain. I think something that I've been really just emphasizing and trying to be all year is present and just enjoying the small moments from day to day and just moving from one day to the next throughout the week. So I think there's going to be a lot of emotions that I can try to prepare for, but that really will do me no service. So I think I'm just excited to play, kind of like Gab said. I'm just there's a lot of anticipation for this weekend and a great opportunity ahead of us. So I know win or lose on Saturday that's my last game at Baxter, along with the 6 other seniors, 5 who have been here the whole time, and I know that's going to be a special moment, and we're going to do everything we can to be on the right side of it.
We probably should have kept Gabs here for this because we always ask him what he thinks about the players, but talk about him as a coach and the coaching staff, especially over these last 4 years.
Yeah, I owe a lot to this staff. I remember Dave Noel Bernier recruited me when I was 15 at the Omaha Lancers camp here, and brought Gabs along to come watch me. So I'm 23 now, so I've known these guys for 8 years of my life, and it's been a really special 8 years. And I believe that relationships will go far beyond my time here as a player and as a student. So I've seen them grow a lot over the last 4 years too, and I think that's something that you have to have. I think college hockey and college sports as a whole has changed a lot, and I give them credit for adapting, even in areas that aren't necessarily natural to their strengths too. And I think that's something us as players recognize, and also like when we're faced with opportunities to grow in areas we're not necessarily gifted in or that come naturally. I think it's a lot easier to do that when you have strong examples at the top.
What's just the team mindset going into this final weekend?
I think it's honestly the same mindset it's been the last few months. Like every series we've treated like a playoff series, and sometimes we come out of it with 2 wins, 1 win, or no wins, but we're treating it the same way. And I think that's what's so cool about this group is our mentality hasn't changed. We have fun every single day. You wouldn't think we were the last place team in the NCHC based on how we show up, on how we work, but also on how we love and care on each other too. I don't think losses should change your outlook on how you're going to operate throughout the week. I think you have to obviously take those serious and grow where is needed. And if you can't do that, then I don't think the league or this team is for you. But I think everyone on our team is capable of doing that and having fun and enjoying each other's presence at the same time. So the mentality is simple. We won practice today. We'll win practice tomorrow, and then Friday will roll around, and we just take it day by day.
You guys showed some tremendous resilience on Saturday night, battling back to tie the game. And Miami has had flashes where they get up and then they give it away. Does that give you some idea of how quickly things can change maybe this weekend if you don't come out to the start that you want?
To be honest, I didn't even know that was a trend that they had in their game. I think both teams are going to emphasize having a great start, and I think that's something we still want to have and will push to have, because that can dictate a lot of the game too. And I think part of our growth areas this season has just been keeping our foot on the pedal and not having that lull in the second period and coming out ready to play in the third. But I think a lot of that just starts with our first few shifts, getting everyone into the rotation and then going from there. So to be honest, I haven't thought about that, and I don't think I will. I just think we're going to pride ourselves on a great start and go from there.
As someone from Minnesota, Griffin, what was it like, excuse me, watching that Olympic hockey game on Sunday with all those Canadian guys, and just your thoughts on Jake Gensel, someone from the UNO hockey program, being part of that.
Yeah, first just to speak on Jake, I haven't met him, but when I committed here, my parents sent out a jersey to him, and he signed it and wrote to Griffin, like, enjoy UNO and best of luck with your career. So I have that up in my room back at my house in Minnesota. So I'm grateful for that, and I thought it was so cool that he played here. Because my favorite player is still Sidney Crosby, and at that point Jake was playing with Sid, and they were pretty special together. So I think it's great for him, great for our country, great for our university to have ties to Jake. I know we're proud of him here, and honestly, just me and Tyler Rollwagon and Chase LaPinta, I believe, are the three. We have a couple dual citizens, but we're the three Americans on the team as players, and we were pretty proud. We love our country, and we're super happy to see, especially the reactions of the U.S. players too. I thought it was so cool how they're proud to be American and proud to represent our country. So it was special, and it was fun to win, surrounded by surrounded by some Canadians too, where there's a little more on the line.
Last week, speaking of Tyler, he quoted you as saying, "We hold the pen to our own story." With the final chapters being written now, is this group capable of writing a surprise ending, and what has to be true for that to happen?
100% we're capable. We've been capable of more than we've shown this year, and I think everyone in our locker room would agree with that. It's unique. I think you just asked Gabs a question, but like we still have that opportunity. Like, despite everything, despite the 1-goal losses, despite a couple kicks to the gut where you just are like, we got to flush that weekend, we still have control or a chance at control. And I think that's something that can't be overlooked, and I think that's something that should be exciting and not debilitating. It shouldn't make us freeze. I think if it's gonna come down to the last weekend and the last game, I think that those are games you dream about at any level. So, of course, we have the ability, and there's a lot of belief in the room, and it'll be a special weekend.
I have one more then. So I want to close the loop on something a little fun. Going back to the first press conference, I had asked you who was holding the aux in the locker room, and you said it was still in rotation. You have a whole season worth of data now. Tell us who's the best DJ.
So, unfortunately, still on rotation, but Cambriere is going to take the cake for that one. He's done a great job, and he's got a wide variety, but the freshmen are heavily into EDM and bass music. So they're coming into stretch at night, and they're still listening to music you'd hear at a club. So they're a funny group, but yeah, Cambriere.
Awesome.
You're good.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck, yeah.